So what we're doing today is loading up the cars. This one here is loaded on the buddy's trailer that I'm gonna ask him to tow it for me. But we're gonna get this one tarped before the rain gets too bad out here. But so that's step one. Step two is to load the back of my truck and explain the schedule of how we're going to upload the videos over the next couple days. Because Schomberg's actually a pretty good derby. It's not like a huge 200 car show, but they usually have minivans. Sometimes they have Pro Mod full size, but who knows. There's usually 3 or 2 mini heats and a couple full size heats, and then the finals. It's usually a pretty good show. So let's come up with a plan for this. Cassandra's car will be loaded tomorrow because she just finished painting it today and it's not dry. So we'll wait for the paint to dry before we go out and put it in the rain. I don't normally take this amount of tires to a demolition derby, but a lot of my buddies are going to be running the same bolt pattern of cars that I'm bringing. And I might as well bring a couple tires for a couple friends if they're going to be there. Schomberg is a derby that is ran by the local fair. And I've got a little upset with Schomberg over the years, and Schomberg's got a little bit upset over me. The problem isn't that they change the rules, it's just that the rules don't make sense a lot of the time. Ugh. Their rules are cars with a wheelbase of a maximum of 103 are mini cars, but cars with a minimum of 109 are big cars. So what happens between 103 and 109? It basically throws everything up in the air every year there. It's a big miscommunication every year. Last year I brought a Celebrity and it was a V6 and it had a wheelbase of 105.8. They were freaking out making me want to run big car, and I didn't want to run big car with it because it was a mini. Everywhere else it's a mini. I was able to run mini, but I had to threaten to leave and load my car. 2 years ago we brought 2 cars, a Volvo and a V6, a Laro 2-door, which is a wheelbase of 107, and the Laro run small car. No questions asked. So it's always the type of derby that throws everything up in the air and kind of gets you a little bit confused. What I'm trying to say is you never really know what to expect when you go to Schomberg. Some years might be real easy, some years might be real difficult, depending on who techs your car and what day. I've gone there before with a Mazda, and they freaked out about fuel lines. So, to each their own, and it is not a local big company that runs this one. This is actually a fair board run show. So, the fair board run shows kind of have the same people every year doing it, and they're good guys and they do a lot for the community, but the problem is they're not out there seeing what every other derby is like, so they don't know what to look for, how to inspect a car, that kind of thing, which is a shame because Schomberg's got the potential to be a really good show. Last year they put 2 blocks in the ring and it was horrible. My V6, the big Celebrity wagon, couldn't turn around in there, and I got sideswiped repeatedly and broke a strut and an axle in no time. One of the hardest things to deal with in Schomberg is actually the pits. They get so muddy, and just about every single car gets so stuck there that they all get stuck even near the end of the night. It's crazy. Now Schomberg has heats, and what that means is you have to fix your car between rounds. So if your car beats the first round and makes it to finals, then you basically have to make it still run, move, drive, stop for the feature. So we bring a little bit more tools to a show like that. We're not going to go gung-ho and bring torches and a welder, because this is not WoW or Fall Brawl or Bash for Cash. what this is just a local fair heats. So what we're going to bring is jacks, sludge hammers, sawzalls, mini grinders, a small, easy to carry generator, your average power tools, some blocks of wood to make sure the cars are safe, and spare tires. Something else we're going to bring is a loop kit for Cassandra's car, because everybody knows she's going to lose that rad pretty quick. We're also going to bring a small sort of socket, self-tappers, drill bits, X-Acto knives, markers, that kind of thing, so that if we need to do any last-minute preparations before we go in, we have the tools to do it. Pry bars always have a very useful need with me. I always bring those. Super easy to throw inside the vehicle. And if you don't have them, you usually regret them. They're great for snapping bumpers off and bending steel away from tires, that kind of thing. Glad that didn't smash up my taillight, because that would have been a bad day. The last thing that we're going to bring is a generator to run all of our non-battery operated tools. So this thing here is a great use, great help, runs good, it's not a big one, and I can lift it by myself. So basically everything's all loaded up for the Derby tomorrow except for this car. So we're going to wait for the paint to actually fully dry on this before we put it outside in the rain. No sense to throw it out there as of right now. But my plan is all the small car heats upload in the same day. So I don't care if there's 2 or 3 small car heats. So heat 1, heat 2, if there's a heat 3, upload that all on either Saturday or Sunday, depending. I might do the prelude on Saturday. And then on Sunday, do all the big car heats. And then Monday, all the Constellations. So mini Constellation if there is one, full-size Constellation if there is one, and vans, which is always a nice thing. The vans around here are usually one of the hardest hitting shows. And then the last day will be the finals. Big car finals, little car finals. So with all those videos, hopefully you guys watch them all and you like what gets uploaded. Hopefully it's going to be a good show. I'm hoping it's going to be a good show. I got some good buddies going. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you guys stay tuned for the videos and the preludes and aftermath as well. After the 2 Mazdas after. But take care and see you guys here tomorrow.